Uh-oh. He looks cranky. Somebody get him a burrito! Now!
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the MPM-8 masterpiece movie, Megatron. So here we are, and there he is, and usually, first and foremost, I would take a quick look at the packaging, but since this is an early sample, it did not come with any packaging, but I do have I have a tub here of ready mix concrete patch. I was fixing stuff. Oh. And moving right along, here we have masterpiece movie Megatron, as he appeared in the first Transformers movie. And here he is in his Cybertronian jet of murder death mode, which I always liked. I always dug this alt mode for Megs. I think it looks quite cool, in my opinion anyway. I always liked it. But yeah, Cybertronian murder death jet. Yay! But let's get in close here so we can take a look at the details. You can see the whole nose cone section here done in a nice silver. You also get a kind of a coppery goldish color which goes throughout the figure. And the very tip of it here is done in rubber, so you don't have to worry about breaking that. Anything they felt could stab you, they did in rubber, like these bits here are rubber, the fingers are rubber. So there are some rubber bits here. Got these sections here, which are also rubber as well. And again, you get some more of that kind of goldish, copperish coloration going on. The face is pretty well hidden, as you can see. This bit here done in silver. This piece back here is a big old chunk of die-cast, so he does have that bit of heft. And you can see the wings done in silver. Got some silver on the side, some more of that coppery goldy, that's what I'm going to call it, coppery goldy coloration. These bits here are also rubber, so you don't have to worry about breaking those. And everything does compact pretty well. I mean, considering what's happening here is pretty much just Megs on his belly in kind of a Superman pose. But, you know, hey, it all comes together pretty well and pretty smoothly for what it is. You can see his feet hanging out the back there. Overall, pretty nice. You get this big piece of transparent red plastic on the bottom here. And let me just raise up a little bit more here so we can get a good shot of him from the top here, so you can kind of see what's going on. And from the bottom, overall, it all comes together quite nicely. So let's get back down to ground level here, and we will do some comparisons. So first up, here he is with the Voyager Movie 1 Megs. So you can see how that works out. Whoosh. And here he is with the Leader Class Movie 1 Megs. And yeah, the MPM, definitely the best version of this alt mode, by far. Leaps and bounds. Whoosh. And here he is with his MPM counterparts. Masterpiece movie, Optimus Prime. So, there you go. So now, let's talk about accessories. The first thing you get is his gun. Which again, has some nice detail going on. You got that coppery goldy color throughout. And looks quite nice. So you get that. You also do get the chains for his mace hand gimmick. You can say just done in rubber there, so it's very flexy, bendy. And you can store all of this on the jet mode. As far as the gun goes, we need to come back here, and it helps if you bring his feet down. His feet come down on this double hinge here, and you have two tabs right here, which are going to go into these two slots right here. So you just wedge that in there and just push it up, and all that just tabs right in. Make sure the legs stay tabbed in, and then you can just bring the feet back up. And that's how that stores, and it just fills up everything back there quite nicely. And as far as this goes, keep in mind I did not get instructions with this, so this is purely guesswork here. But it does make sense from what I've been able to figure out about this figure here on my own. There are these ports right here on the side of what will be his robot mode heels. These little ports here which serve no purpose for the jet mode. They serve no purpose for the robot mode. They really serve no other purpose except for this, I believe, because you have these posts on either end of the chain here. So I believe that it is supposed to just peg in to either side like that, and then you just wrap it around and just peg it into the other side. And I could be wrong, but it seems like that's what that's supposed to store, just kind of hang out back there. If there's some specific orientation as to how you're supposed to have this kind of going, I don't know, but, you know, like I said, it just seems to at least make sense that it does peg in back there. So, hey, there's storage for everything. Hooray for storage. But yeah, that is basically it for the Cybertronian Murder Death Jet of Doomage. And let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's actually spin them quite well. So first let us remove this and put that off to the side. You do want to remove the gun here, so just pull that down. Boop, just pop that off. Put that off to the side. And now we can begin. These always, these little bits here are supposed to stay tabbed into his kneecaps there. There you go. There you go. But anyway, let us begin. First, I need to raise up, so I got some room to operate here. So, first thing you want to do is you want to take this little bit right here. Just boop, push that down. Minor step here. And then you just take these sections here, untab them from his knees, just untab them, and put them off to the side for now. And now you want to come to these sections here. They will untab from here, untab from there. You kind of raise these up just to get things out of the way. And the legs tab in two spots. They tab in right up here, and they tab in right up in here as well. And you just basically grab all this and just kind of pull it up, and everything will come undone. And now the legs are freed up. So we're going to get the legs all transformed up. So what you want to do is just grab the leg here and just pull it down. It will extend. You want to bring this section all the way back until it clicks into place. Right there, like that. Now it's locked. And then we can just close the leg right back up. And then we can open up his toes, bring the heel out, take this heel, and just open that up. And there you have a leg all done. Second verse is just like the first. So just grab hold and just boop, pull out. Again, bring this section all the way back until it clicks into place. There we go. I'll just snap into place right there. And then you just close the leg back up. Open up the toes, open up the heels, open that up. His toes are die cast as well, so it gives him even more heft. So we got the legs all done. So moving on up, we take these bits here. They will just swing to the back and tab in right there to fill out his waistio region. Get that all situated like so. And then we're going to come up here. We're going to take this section here. It tabs into what will be his robot mode chest. So just pull all this up and untab all of this. Boop, give it a little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Bring that up. This little section, this little panel here, just it tabs up under this, under the die-cast piece. So just kind of pop that down there. So all this is just kind of freed up for you. And we got that. We'll just leave that hanging out there for now, because now we're going to take his gesticular region here and just kind of bring that down, get that out of the way, and then we can take his arms here and bring them out like so. And now, I think we can start working on the backpack now. So we'll bring the arms down first. Bring those down, and we'll get working on the backpack here and get this all squared away. So, what you want to do here is you want to take this section of the wing. This will untab and swing in like that. You want to take this section here. This will untab from the side. Then you just fold in this little section here. This section will accordion in like so and tab in right there like that. And then you can take this whole wing and just collapse it in like that. Make sure this bit is out of the way. And you take this little spike here and just swing that around. And you got that all done. Second pass is just like the first. Collapse all of this in, and the two wings will just tab together right here in the middle, like so. And then we take this section here. Oops. Take this section here, and this will, if everything will stay together for me, come on, come on. Then you bring all this up, like so, and you have two tabs, you have two slots, and you just line that up and tab all that together. And that will hold it all together all nice and secure like. So you basically have the backpack all done. So now let us work on this whole nose cone section here. So you just want to split all this down the middle, and these sections will come down like so. And what you're going to do here is you're going to take the very tip. That will fold in, this section will untab and just fold up like that, and then this section will fold up like so. And same thing on the other side. Fold that in, untab, fold that in, and then that will fold up. And then you just take these sections here and they will collapse up like that and like that. And now we can take all of this and it's going to drop in right in here like so. Now once you've done that, we can now get everything situated. Oh, make sure everything is sitting right, which it is not. There we go. So now we want to get the shoulder situated. You want to take these panels and just bring them in. You can see they'll line up with this section here. So what you're going to do here is the arm, the shoulder is secure in 3 places. You have a tab that goes in back here, and you have a tab and a slot. You have a tab and a slot right here. So just kind of get that back tab in there first, and then just drop that down like that. And same thing on the other side, just kind of drop that back tab in first. Make sure you clear the chest piece here. And come on. There we go. And drop all that in. Make sure all that gets situated here. And the chest itself, there's a little tab that'll clip in right in there. Just push that down. Whoop, that'll tab in. Again, just make sure these sections here line up with the chest. And we're on our way. I know these little waist bits came undone. Again, just push those in. They just tap into the sides there. Get them all nice and squozen. And there we go. Now we are at the home stretch here. So let's just finish off his arms, first thing you want to do is you want to untab this section here. This tabs in right there, and now it frees up that shoulder movement. And then you want to untab this little panel right here, and that frees up his rotational joints. And once we've done that, we can now free up his hands. Just untab this section from the finger and just bring that back. This section right here, which just tabs into this finger, take that and bring that back like so, and orient the hands however you wish. And we got that all done. Second vest, just like the first. So again, untab that section right there, untab the elbow, and then we bring this section back, untab that, bring that back. And this whole panel here is made out of rubber as well, because, you know, spiky bits, spiky pointy bits. Again, orient those fingers however you want. Do whatever you want with them. So we got that done. Get them situated here. So he's standing a bit more naturally. And once we've done all that, the last thing to do is to take this piece right here. It's on a double hinge. Just rock it back to reveal those beautiful eyes of his. And I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. I believe we're done. I think we're done. Again, I didn't get instructions with this, so maybe done, may not be. Who knows? But hey, for now, there you have Masterpiece Megatron in his robot mode. And he looks good. He looks really good. Definitely the best Movie 1 Megs that we have gotten. I dig it. I dig it. So let's get in close here so we can take a look, not at his chest, but at that beautiful face of his. You can see very nicely done head sculpt. He does have light piping, which works fairly well. Works alright. But all in all, really nicely done head sculpt. Get some more silver down here. Lots of detail here in the chest. Get those little bits of transparent red that kind of peek out the sides there. But oh, really nicely done, really nicely detailed. Got his creepy little hands, his creepy little fingers. But all in all, I think it looks really good. You get some nice painted details in there as well. A little bit of paint there on the feet. And moving up the back. Again, looks pretty good. He does have, you know, a bit of a backpack going on there, but, you know, I mean, you know, where else are those wings going to go? But still, not too shabby, not too shabby. Now, articulation-wise, the head can rotate, although it rotates kind of at a weird angle because the hinge it's on is kind of offset. But the head can rotate. You do get a double joint up in here, as you can see, which allows him to look up. You kind of have him looking way down. You kind of have his head sitting a little more forward if you want. So that's a nice little option there. His mouth can open and close, so you can do that if you want. Shoulders can do a full 360 on a nice ratchet. These pieces here can move out of the way to accommodate the shoulder movements. Shoulders can move in and out. You do get a rotation right above the elbow. And moving on down, you get 90 degrees of a bend there at the elbow. You got wrist rotation, little creepy fingers, hinge at the base, hinge right here. This section right here is just on a hinge that moves up and down, and this finger, hinge at the base, and a hinge right there. You do get waist rotation. Legs can move forward that far, back that far. These little spikes can move out of the way to accommodate the outward movement, outward. You can pretty much do the full splits. You get rotation right above the knee. You get 90 degrees of bend at the knee. And those little kneecaps here can move up and down. You also have this second little bit here. You can angle however you want. And as far as the feet go, they're on a couple hinges here, a double hinge here. So you have upward movement, you have downward movement. You also have lots of ankle tiltage. And of course the toes can move down, the heels can move down if you need them to. So now let's get into the weaponry. So first I'm going to show off how everything stores as far as the gun and the chains go. We're going to turn him around. And on either side of the gun, you have these two posts right here. And this bit right here can swing over to one side. And I like to straighten it out like that just to make things look a little neater. And you basically plug it into his butt. That's where it goes. So you just line that up, peg it in, and it pegs right there on his buttocks. And as far as the chain for his mace hand goes, this can, let's make sure I have this right. Now we go. There are two ports on either side of this fin here, so you can just plug this into one side, wrap it around, plug it into the other side, and there you have all of his weapons stored. But now let's show off how all of this works for the robot mode. So let's remove it. And we'll start off with the gun. So what you do here is you do pop off his hand. His hands do pop off. Both of them do pop off. And you can take the gun and this will just snap in like so. So he has a little hand pistol, so you can pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang. And another thing you can do is we can take this and just kind of swing it out to the side on that hinge here. We can pop off his other hand, and we can take his arms and bring them together, and then this will plug in the other side like so, and then we can open this up and this barrel will extend. Close that back up, and now he has this big old cannon going on that he used in the movie, and that's pretty cool. I like that. Now, as far as the hands, when you have this configuration going on, I think there is a way to store them. Again, I didn't get instructions with this, so I am totally guessing here. But there are these tabs right here on either side, which serve no purpose for the robot mode. They serve no purpose for the jet mode. And the posts on the hands do have these little slots on either side. So I think they don't fit like facing down, which would have been ideal, but they do kind of tab in like that. So I'm just guessing. Maybe you're supposed to have them stored up here like that. Could be, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that looks really weird, but you know, again, just a guess. Could be right, could be wrong. I don't know. But hey, thing you can do if you want to do it. And another thing you can do is you can give him his mace hand, and you can just pop the hand off, and you can do this on either side, totally up to you. It's always your toy, display it however you wish. And you take the chains here, and that will plug in. It's on a hinge at the base that moves up and down, and then you just plug his hand onto it like so, and now he can whip his hand around and whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. It's not really all that posable since it's rubber, but you know, hey, you could manage to kind of prop it up somehow on something. I don't know, but hey, the thing you can do if you want to do it. Hey, if you want to, why not? There, plug the gun onto it. Hey, that works too. There you go. You can whip his gun around just to make it even more dangerous. I don't know. Hey. All things you can do if you want to do it. So, there you have that. And one last accessory that is included with Masterpiece Megs here is the Allspark, the Cube. Getting close here, you can see, done all in silver. That's a nice detail in there. All little markings and whatnot. Looks pretty cool. I still haven't figured out how this works because I think there's like a ball of die casting. Now, I believe the cube itself is made out of plastic, but I don't know if you can hear it. There's something rattling around in there. So I think the cube itself is plastic and there's like a little ball of die cast in there or something because it does have a little bit of weight to it. But this doesn't feel like die cast, so I think it's like a little die cast ball in the plastic cube. But hey, it works. It works. And somebody on Twitter asked, and here's the cube with the Human Alliance, Sam, and I think it's a little too big because in the movie he had this thing like tucked under his arm and it was a lot smaller than this, but you know, there's Sam with the Allspark there. Kind of works. But what you can do with Megs here is you can remove this central part of his chest, which is not easy to do. It's really easier to just kind of open this up and push it out from behind there. But this little central part of his chest does come off. And we can see this little transparent red panel here, which has lots of nice detail going on. We'll close that back up. It's all tabbed back in. Come on. Here we go. There we go. But you can see you have a little opening there, and now we can take the Allspark and we can shove it into his chest, and then he can go and die. There you go. Nice little play feature there. Not as gruesome as Jazz's play feature, but, you know, hey, we can also recreate Megs' death in the movie as well. And you can pop the chest piece right back on. You can totally leave that stored in there. You never have to take it out if you don't want to. You can just leave it there. It doesn't affect the transformation in any way, so, hey. As always, you'll totally do what you want with it, but there you have that. And now for comparison. Here he is with the Voyager, movie 1 Megs, and he's just a little guy. Here he is with the Leader Class, movie 1 Megs. Here he is with Masterpiece movie Bumblebee. Here he is with Masterpiece movie Ironhide. Here he is with Masterpiece movie Optimus Prime. It's my knockoff version, but it's the exact same toy. And they look pretty good together. And I don't remember if Megs is supposed to be this much taller than Prime. I don't remember, but they still look good together in my opinion anyway. Here he is with the Masterpiece movie Barricade. Here he is with the TF Dream Factory upscaled studio series Megatron. Here he is with the Black Mamba very upscaled studio series Megatron. Here he is with the TF Dream Factory Bone Crusher. Here he is with the Black Mamba Studio Series Starscream. I think those two look quite nice together. Here he is with Wei Zhang's Studio Series Prime. Here he is with Wei Zhang's Evasion Mode Prime. Here he is with Wei Zhang's Last Night Megatron. And last but not least, here he is with the Masterpiece G1 Megs. So, there you go. So there you have Masterpiece movie Megatron. Well done figure in my opinion. The jet mode looks great. The robot mode looks great. I have not encountered any issues with this figure. Everything does seem to work as it's intended, so that's a good thing. So yeah, overall a very nicely done, solid figure in my opinion. So there you go. Now this figure is up for pre-order at BigBadToyStore.com. As always, there will be a link in the description down below so you can check for availability. You can also check out my Transformers Movie Toys playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the MPM-8 Masterpiece Movie Megatron, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be a geek, be proud, palm in your face. Megatron, I cannot allow you to harm the people of this planet. Okay, Prime, listen to me. Listen to me. Have I ever listened to a word you say? Well, no. And yet you keep pleading with me. Oh, Megatron, stop being evil. Oh, Megatron, stop killing. I mean, come on now. Well, I'm hoping maybe one day you'll actually listen to me. You know that's not gonna happen. I got this, Prime. What the? Why did you do that? It was the only way to get him to listen.